Good morning. Well, I woke up this morning and um, nice and early. I used to get up at 6:30, but since the time changed, I decided I'm going to get up at 7 until it starts getting lighter, a little earlier. And I have a little bit of a schedule that I follow every day because that's a good thing. It helps to keep you positive and productive and just feel better about oneself. Now, I just realized that this would be a good idea a few days ago. So I started sticking to things, more closely. There's such a tendency during a time of change, just kind of have a vacation feel. I mean, even though, gotta get myself comfortable here, even though this is not vacation. Good morning, Phyllis. One very often, the only reason usually that we have a change in routine is, either illness, in which case either, like I'm the one that's sick or I'm helping take care of somebody who's sick. So you sort of have your days filled with that. Oh, hi, Anna Maria. And the other reason is usually vacation, right? Well, although once I did have a tornado blew a giant tree into my house, and we had no, let me say, okay, also disaster is another reason we might find ourselves with a change in our lifestyle. But this is unprecedented right now for a lot of people. So here a lot of us are at home. A lot of people have time on their hands, or the time on their hands is filled with maybe homeschooling or having to keep children busy, or having to relate with a spouse that normally they're very happy that one stays home and one goes to work, away, or maybe they both go out to work and now all of a sudden you're thrown together. So, yeah, things are different now because this was not a time that you decided, let's go on a vacation or let's take some time away from work. This is something that was enforced upon you. So, anyway, I'm saying that no matter what's going on, it's not a vacation where you can just afford to, lay around and eat what you want and sleep and, get up whenever you want. No, it's still good and it's healthy to keep a schedule. So, in, keeping my schedule, I do have a lot of free time built into it. And free time for me means getting to decide I have all these audio books that I've started but haven't finished, and I have regular books I like to read. I have some TV shows I'd like to watch. When I go for a walk now, I can walk for as long as I want. So I've been, making up things to make my walks more effective. And you can see that in some of my previous videos. But here's something that is probably sooner or later going to happen if it's not already happening to everybody. And that's that, have you noticed that like on Facebook you see all these people posting about how they're cleaning their houses and they're going through their stuff and, getting rid of stuff they don't need or finding things they haven't seen in years. They are getting in touch with people that they haven't been in touch with in a long time. They're spending more time together with people that are important to them. They're reinvestigating old relationships. And people are cleaning. So this morning, it's so funny because I've been cleaning up the messes. Well, they're not dirty messes, but like, you know how you can let things pile up? Like, when I would do my laundry, I don't like folding my own laundry. I can go to my daughter's house and fold laundry all day and it's fine. But my own laundry, for some reason, I don't like folding it. So I would have these, piles, sometimes 2 or 3 loads of clean laundry sitting around, needing to be folded, and I'd be pulling clothes out of them to wear. Yeah, I would do that. True confessions. Well, now that I've got a lot more discretionary time, there's nothing pulling me to go here or there. My daughter's not calling and saying, Mom, please come over and help me with this or something. I'm just at home. I've started folding the laundry right after it's done in the dryer, and I've even been hanging some of it up to dry on hangers because I discovered that if I go ahead and do that, then when it's dry, I can just take it and put it, hang it in a closet, and I don't have to fold it. And I've vacuumed. I had piles of stuff on the floor that I needed to go through, and I've gone through all of those, and almost all of them. And been vacuuming. I've been washing floors. So this morning, I'm looking, and I see. I cleaned most of them that I could reach off. Let me turn this around. See? Can you see up there? There's like something in the corner. And there, and look at that. Can you see that? There we go. Now, some of you might regularly clean in places that you can't see, but I'm one of those people that I wouldn't be cleaning the molding on top of the door unless, I don't know, maybe once in a while I would do it, or if somebody very, very tall was coming over. Oh gosh, I remember one time my son-in-law, who's very tall, was going to be coming over. I think they were going to have dinner at my house or something. I don't exactly remember. And the refrigerator, I knew, would be in his line of vision. And I went ahead and climbed up on a stepladder and dusted that off, and cleaned it with 409 or Fantastic or something, because I knew that he would come in, and whereas, see, I'm too short to see the top of the fridge, but he is quite a few inches taller than me, and I knew that he would see up there, and I knew that it had to be dusty and dirty, and I did not want my son-in-law to come and see, be grossed out by the top of the fridge. So, a lot of us are cleaning in places that we don't normally clean, in our houses, like the top of the door moldings and top of the fridge and up in corners. Like I noticed that there was actually dust sticking up on the wall, closer to the ceiling. I have ceiling fans in most rooms, and I was noticing the dust, and I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. When you have a ceiling fan, especially if it's a small room, some of that dust that gets on the blades sort of gets, and it lands on the wall, and you have to clean your walls every once in a while. And I just hadn't thought about that for a long time. So, I'm going around cleaning in these odd places. But this is my whole point that I wanted to talk about, that I'm finally getting to now, which is a lot of us are having time to look at those maybe dusty, cobwebby corners inside of us, in our souls, in our spirits, in our minds, and in whoever it is that makes us, each one of us. And, I noticed this morning that some of the dust on top of, in those corners, way up high in my bedroom, it actually looked a little scary. I thought, oh my gosh, this looks a lot like a haunted house or something. I enlarged one of the pictures so you could see the cobweb really well. And I thought, oh dear, it looks gigantic. This is gross. Ooh, creepy. I wonder if there's like spiders or some kind of bugs making those. Well, what about inside of me? What about inside of you? I know I have been spending some time confronting some of those cobwebs in me, some of those potential little spiders that are living there. Oh dear. Oh hey, Christian, Miriam, Bethania, just saw your names pop up. If you're watching me, if you're listening, say something so I know you're there, okay? Because it doesn't always show your name unless you say something. Anyway, so there are a lot of books that you can use if you happen to need some dusting of unpleasant places inside yourself. One of them, of course, is the Bible. Some of us who are in Christian denominations where this is a time that we're observing Lent, we have little kind of Lenten companion books that we use, sort of meditation books. And I mean, golly, you don't have to be a Christian to investigate your soul, do you? If we're human, we qualify. If you don't know what to do, some people really, they've never thought about this kind of thing before. So you can Google stuff. Don't go in for any of that weirdo stuff, but look for things like, do you know in Forbes magazine, this was a surprise to me, even though it's a business magazine, they have a lot of good, helpful advice in there for your insides. And Success magazine and I think it's the American Journal of Psychology. Although I don't agree with a lot of things they say, there are a lot of things that are basic good sense that they recommend. And there's a lot of people that are really good. First one comes to mind is Rachel Hollis and Mel Robbins. There's just, there's so many resources out there. You don't have to have just one dust rag or one mop. You can have several and be working on different places. Get out your stepladder, your mental stepladder, and kind of look around in those dusty corners and up on top of the door moldings. And oh my gosh, I guess I should take a look underneath the fridge maybe. Woo! Okay? And you can work on things in yourself because have you ever heard the saying, if nothing changes, nothing changes? So you can do this. I'm doing it too. Oh, hey, Kathy and Angelica. So listen, on my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, Mama Stella's Whiz Bang. Yeah, that's the name of it. There's all kinds of videos and articles and things like that can help you get rid of or start working on getting rid of some of that dust. Sometimes it's stubborn. It doesn't want to come off just by blowing at it or swiping it with a paper towel. Sometimes we need a little scrubbing too. So this is a perfect time to do it. And don't be afraid. It's only you. Have a good day. God bless you.